Hi, I'm Emmy,
I'm Eve.
and we're the design coordinators.
So as design coordinators, we're in charge of all the designing process in general of the fashion show. So there's the theme leaders who are in charge of the themes, and then the designers who are just in charge of their own designs.
And for us, a lot of our job involves being able to manage the designers and also really being able to conference with them about the different sort of nuances of their design. If they need any advice, they come to us, or if we have any opinions, we give it to them. But overall, we work really closely with the designers to ensure that our collection is the best that it can be.
And to communicate with them about anything they need or any help they need, just make their experience easier.
But we also work with leadership and make sure that the entire show as a whole is also running smoothly. So I think we definitely went into this year knowing that this fashion show was going to be kind of different from the ones we've done in the past in terms of more creativity, and a lot of the designers are going to be more independent with their designs and really working on it themselves more creatively. So we kind of had to approach it in a different sort of angle because the design coordinator role is also new. So I feel like we've had to keep an eye out for a lot of unseen before variables.
And since the design coordinator position is new, we kind of had to come in just being able to adapt to any changes that came up. And as Emmy said, we had a big vision for this fashion show. We wanted it to be bigger and better than all the years before. And also, in previous years, a lot of designers had several designs, but this year we wanted really to improve the quality of the design. So we had one model per design, or one designer per design. And so that really helped make each designer work really hard on one specific design and improve the quality of those designs.
Yeah, and in terms of vision, since me and Eve are both art students, I feel like we definitely went into this with a very, I don't want to say high expectations, but a lot of different ideas of what we could do for the show in terms of making it more creative and being able to connect it more to the arts, which is our theme for this year. So it was really exciting for the both of us to be able to get to incorporate a subject that we love so much and a passion project of ours. I think, as always, for leaders, it's always organization and communication. Those are the most important, but also the hardest to always keep in track. We have a sizable amount of designers this year, so being able to make sure that all of them are on the same page as us and on the same steps of the process was definitely kind of more difficult than we had anticipated, but I feel like we work really well together, so we've kind of been able to get through those obstacles.
And since we wanted all the designers to be able to create their designs from scratch and have all the creative freedom that they wanted, we really had to manage them and make sure that they had all the opportunities that they could get to make their design the best they could possibly be. And as I'd say almost half of the high school is involved in the fashion show, there's just a lot of people to manage and to make sure everything runs smoothly.
And also, if we're really talking about the hardest thing for at least me was managing the time, because in addition to the fashion show, we are also students, and so we have to make sure that our academic lives and social lives are being kept up with all these extracurriculars, which is difficult because we all love them so much and so equally that it's hard to choose what to prioritize sometimes. But the whole entire process has been really fun for the both of us, I'm sure. So I don't think we really minded having to change our schedules.
Yeah. And adding on to that, in addition to being leaders, we are also designers and we had our own designs. So it was also important to manage our time for the fashion show between helping others and managing others and helping with communication, and also focusing on our own designs and making sure those were done. But working with the directors was really important for us because we have pretty different roles, but there's also things that we have to work on all together. For example, they were more in charge of the budgeting aspects and the entire show itself, while we were more in charge of the designs and the clothes that the designers.
But I definitely do think that there's a lot of overlap between our roles and the leaders' roles in terms of that we both, all four of us, need to be really well organized and just need to have a really good sort of grasp on what's happening at all times. So it's been really helpful to be able to work with two other people who are, have the same sort of goal as us, and we're all trying to achieve the same thing together. And it's really great to have this sort of support system to be able to lean upon sometimes when you don't know what to do.
And I also think that all of our ideas came together, the four of us. For example, when we were choosing the theme for this year. It was really all of our ideas combined that help us come up with the themes, and all of our combined efforts are what made the show so great.